Hello and welcome, everybody. Welcome to this Breathonics live session. How's everybody doing? I hope you've been enjoying the vibe so far. Seeing Kevin nap throw it down just then. Some serious vibes going on. So I'm Stuart Sandeman. I'm a breathing coach. And today, alongside this amazing music that we're listening to, we're really looking at mental health. How can we support better mental health, especially in this industry? It's been a challenging year, especially in the dance music community and electronic music. And so I work as a breathing coach, and I've been working alongside the Silent Mode guys who are part of this event for some time. If you're not aware of the Silent Mode head masks, we've got them here, where we can do our meditations, our live breath work, built-in speakers and stuff. They're a pretty cool product. They're doing lots of giveaways today as well, so check them out. But today's session is all about breathing. Before getting into breathing, sounds a funny thing to say, I know, but before getting into breathing, I actually worked in the electronic music space for many years, big passion of mine. So it's such a pleasure to be able to help and support today alongside Beatport and When the Music Stops. It's something I never thought would help me so much, learning to breathe a little bit differently. And like I said beforehand, I worked in the electronic music space, and it was through a challenging time that I had. My girlfriend was diagnosed with terminal cancer, so it put the brakes on what I was doing with my music and went off on that journey of looking at ways to help support her and support me from a physical perspective and emotional perspective as well, looking at the challenges that we face throughout our lives. And sadly, when she passed away, it was actually breathing that allowed me to shift through that challenging headspace through grief. And I was amazed. I don't think I'd ever thought about breathing before that. I'd been too busy to breathe. But here I am now, teaching this stuff. It's really incredible. It's something that you already do, and that's what the beauty of it. It's something you already do, and something that we can learn to do to change our state throughout our day. And alongside music, it's an amazing combination to be able to change your state of being, turn stress to calm, turn overwhelm to balance, turn fatigue into some energy. So that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be sharing some of the music from the Breathonics app and giving you a bit of a demo of some exercises and tools and techniques that you can use throughout your day, throughout this session. If you're feeling a bit stressed or anxious or something's going on in your mind, we're going through a lot at the moment, which we're all aware of this year. And these are some tools that have helped me, but helped the thousands that I've worked with. And there's some of the tools that we share on the app, on the Breathonics app. But before we dive into these techniques for your tool belt that you can use, we'll start off chilling ourselves out, and we'll move into a little bit more of a power up session towards the end. So you're all ready for Alex Niggerman coming on next. But before we dive into the exercises, I wanted to give you a bit of context, explain some of the science behind how breathing can help, how something so simple and accessible as breathing can help transform the way you feel, the way you think, the way you act, operate, perform, all these amazing things that we can simply do just by understanding how we're breathing in any moment and then learning how to change it. So like I said, a little bit of science. I know some of you might be tuning in from the States. Some people might be early morning in the UK or in Europe, these different areas. But these are amazing tools that you can use throughout the day at any point, whether you're wanting to power up or power down. But first of all, let's understand some of the science, because this is the amazing thing when we're looking at mental health or mental health awareness. Well, where does our breath fit into that? And it's quite simple. Our brain obviously triggers us to breathe. And then it's our breath that triggers us into feeling, which creates our state of being. So if we're thinking some thoughts and feeling the feelings, then that creates our state of being. And how this works in a basic terms, you probably heard fight or flight response being thrown around before, but that's our move into action when we're under threat. So if a predator came in your room, you'd see the threat, your brain would signal your breath to increase its rate. You'd breathe faster or maybe not breathe at all, and you trigger your nervous system into a sympathetic state, this fight or flight response. Now, what's interesting is that response happens not only from threats in your environment, but also just through thought alone. Any fabricated thoughts. Maybe you're ruminating about the past, something that you're worried about that just happened, or maybe you're fearful about what's to come. So that experience or that thought process is going to trigger your breath to change, and then your breathing will change and move you into feeling. So you move into this stress response, this fight or flight response. Even when there's no threat in our environment, there's no predator in the room. Maybe the tigers are just roaming around our head, and we all have those tigers, so don't worry, you're not alone. So because we have conscious control of our breathing, because we have control of how we breathe in any moment, where you can shift yourself between this kind of fight or flight response, the stress response. Don't get worried about the S word, because that response can also move us into action. It can power us up. It can get us ready to rock. Or we can go the other way. We can move into our power down, our rest, digest, repair modes when we're feeling stressed or anxious, overwhelmed, aggravated, angry. We can shift that state of being. So that's the basis behind it. Our brain is triggering our breath is triggering the feeling. So if we start to control the way we breathe, or learn how to change the way we breathe in any moment, then we can become the master of our own day, which is pretty cool. So we can power up if we need to get ourselves ready to move into some sort of activated state, maybe before a gig or before a meeting, you want to be pumped up. Or perhaps it's wind down when you're feeling a little bit stressed or anxious, or maybe you're trying to get to sleep at night. So like I said, these are all exercises that we've been working on within the Breathonics app as part of silent mode. And you can go check out that app. They're doing 3 months free for everybody on here at the moment. And if you do want to get one of their headsets that sits alongside the app, the silent mode headsets, got built-in speakers, they're doing the giveaways. So look out for the giveaways that pop up on the chat that Beatport are doing. So we're going to run through different techniques. These are techniques that you can add onto your tool belt. You can use at any point, at any time. We're going to do a bit of a range of techniques, because if we are breathing faster, we're going to move into this more powered up state. If we start slowing your breath down, we're going to reduce that stress and anxiety and move into more of a relaxed state. So we're going to have a bit of a combination of both. Every in-breath you take to some degree switches you on. Heart rate goes up, blood pressure goes up. We slightly switch into that on state. Every out-breath switches you off. Every out-breath switches you off. So when we start looking at these ratios, we can start playing around with the ratios of in-breaths and out-breaths and counting in-breaths and out-breaths, so that we know, or we can understand how to move ourselves into different states of being throughout our day. Now, the starting point for this journey comes with some awareness. Awareness is a state of being conscious of something. And once we have awareness of something, then we can make a change. So if you are struggling with mental health issues, then once we have awareness of these things, we can start making the adjustments that we need. And it's the same with breathing. If we start to be aware of how we're breathing in any moment, then we have a choice and we can make a change. We can start to power ourselves up if we need that double espresso, or we can calm ourselves down. So our first exercise is just going to be a breath awareness exercise. Really simple exercise. You actually don't have to do anything, but it's difficult at the same time, because as we do nothing, I'm going to guide you to bring awareness to your breath. And if we're bringing awareness to our breath, often we're trying to change it. But for this exercise, I just want you to be the fly in the wall with your own breathing. So find a comfortable position, seated or lying down. If you have a power mask, pop it on. Or if you've got some headphones, put them on so you can get immersed in the music. We're going to close down our eyes. And I'd like you just to be aware, first of all, of the air in your room. You don't have to do anything. Just be aware of the air in your room. Notice how that air feels. Notice the temperature of the air. Like I said, this is an easy exercise because you don't have to do anything. I just want you to be aware of your breath. And that breath starts in the air that we breathe. So how are you breathing right now? So just noticing the air coming into your body. How does that air feel? Can you notice a difference between the air coming in and the air going out? Is there a difference in temperature? Just noticing the air pass into your body. What muscles are you using to breathe? What muscles are you using to breathe? Not trying to change it just yet. We're going to go into that in a second. Just being aware. Noticing the awareness of your breath flowing in and out. And let's place one hand on our chest and one hand on our lower torso, on our belly. And just start to notice which hand you're breathing into. Are you breathing into your belly? Are you breathing into your chest? A combination of both. Like I said, once we have awareness of how we breathe, then we have a choice and we can make a change. So noticing how your body feels as you just stop and be and breathe and go inwards. Can you feel your heartbeat? And just noticing the rhythm, the rate, the depth at which you're breathing. Find finding out as much information as you can about how you breathe right now. How are you breathing right now? How are you breathing right now? What's happening in your mind? Is your mind busy? Is there tension in your mind? So just being fully aware of your breath. The flow of your breath. And bringing back any awareness, anything you've noticed at all, about the way you breathe. As you come back into your space. As you come back into your space. So just take this time just to, even if you want to write down what you noticed about your breath. What did you notice about your breath? Was it fast? Was it slow? Was it short? Was it shallow? Was it chest? Was it belly? Was it tight? And what was happening in your mind? Like I said, the way that we breathe triggers our mind to respond. Goes mind to breath, breath to body, mind. Moves into feeling. So if you noticed your breath was uptight in your chest, you're breathing up here, it was shorter, it was shallower. Well, we're going to start using our diaphragm to bring the breath right the way down. Using our diaphragm, which is your primary breathing muscle. The diaphragm separates the chest from the lower torso, it runs right across your body. And when you breathe with your diaphragm, it helps us move into this parasympathetic state, our rest, digest, our power down state. It also allows us to clear toxins from the body. So it's got lots of different great physical functions, but also mental, emotional functions. So you want to be using a diaphragm to breathe as we go into this next exercise. Your diaphragm opens up a bit like a parachute like this. So it opens up downwards, the air and organs displays down, and your lower torso is going to rise before the movement in the chest. Okay. We're going to add some counts for this next exercise. So we're going to be using our diaphragm. We're going to be breathing in for a count of 4. Then we're going to pause at the top for a count of 4. Before exhaling through our mouth for a count of 8. It's going to be one of the exercises from the Power Down catalog from Breathonics. And it's designed exactly to do that, to rest, digest, reduce stress and anxiety. So we're using our diaphragm. That's the first thing. We're breathing in through our nose for a count of 4. Holding our breath at the top for a count of 4. And then we're exhaling through our lips, through our mouth for a count of 8. So now we are ready. Let's go back into that comfortable position. Close down your eyes. Just be in this moment. This next song is one of Tom Middleton's tracks from the Breathonics app. His psychoacoustic soundscapes, which help promote this parasympathetic state, this rest, digest state. So just closing down your eyes. You can start off just with a couple of diaphragmatic breaths. So if it helps to put your hands on your lower torso, hands across the rib cage, fingers across the abdomen. And this will help promote a rest state. If you are feeling a bit overwhelmed, or feeling aggravated, angry, frustrated, upset, anything like that, with this practice, it's going to allow us to switch off, power down, rest, recover. Maybe if you have been up all night and you're wired with all the great music, but you do want to switch off, this is the perfect technique to allow you to switch off. So we're going to be breathing in for a count of 4, holding our breath for a count of 4, And then breathing out for a count of 8. Don't worry, I'll be guiding you all the way. Okay. Breathe in. Hold. Breathe out. 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. In. 2, 3, 4. Hold. Keeping your body soft and mind relaxed. And out. Letting everything soften. Shoulders, face, jaw. Good. In. Hold. You've got this. Keep those counts going. And out. 7, 8. Good. And in. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. And out. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Keep that going. Keep that flowing. In. Hold. And out. And start to notice how your body feels and how your mind feels. Feeling that relaxation. Good. Keep going. In. Hold. And out. Keep going. Keeping with it in through your nose. Holding at the top. And exhaling out your mouth for 8. Letting your shoulders relax, your face soften, your forehead relax. And again. Hold. And exhale. Almost there. Keep with it. Breathing in for 4, holding for 4, breathing out through your mouth for 8. Just finishing the round that you're on, breathing out for 8. Just pausing here, noticing how your body feels. Hopefully you manage to get your diaphragm to move nice and open, nice full breaths. And that long exhale allows us to actually trigger us into that restful state. It triggers our nerve called the vagus nerve, which acts a bit like a walkie-talkie to our mind, telling our mind that our body is not under stress, everything's calm, everything's under control. And our lungs can send that message by doing that technique. So in for 4, hold for 4, out for 8. Write that one down. It saved my bacon many times before events, before speaking, public events, these types of things. Even if you are a DJ and you're feeling nervous before a gig, anything at all, anytime you need to just bring that anxiety level down or switch off at the end of the night, that power down mode, so you can recover and rest. So we're going to move into, so I said every in-breath switches us on, every out-breath switches us off. So we can actually sit in this middle state, doing a technique called box breathing. And the app is called Box Rose. It's one one of my go-tos throughout the day, just so you can be on and off in equal measure. Allow yourself to really balance your sympathetic, your on switch, and your parasympathetic, your off switch. We do add a little bit of a breath hold in this exercise. So we'll be holding our breath at the top and at the bottom. And when we have these breath holds included, it allows us to start balancing out our carbon dioxide and oxygen levels as well. So there's a lot of balancing happening. It's a great technique to move into what we call a flow state. How do I move into that energized, focused state, which is great throughout the day when we don't want to feel super zen and we don't want to feel super on as well. So this allows us to switch yourself on and off in equal measure. So if we're ready, let's try this next technique out. So we're going to be breathing in for a count of 4. This is all going to be in and out through our nose this time. So breathing in for a count of 4. We'll hold at the top for a count of 4. And then we breathe out for a count of 4 and hold for a count of 4. Now you might feel different sensations as we go through this exercise. You might feel tingling and buzzing and different types of things like that. Or you might feel that desire to breathe more. A sensation of air hunger, which is okay. It's just a change in levels in carbon dioxide and oxygen. So it's actually something you can work with, and it helps you to regain balance. So try and stick with it if you can. Try and stick with it. So closing down your eyes again. Finding that comfortable position. You can maybe loosen off your neck, roll your shoulders back, make sure your posture is good. As we take this little time out, like I said, I love this technique. It allows me to go into a really nice headspace. So we're breathing in for a count of 4. I'll count you in. Holding our breath for a count of 4. Breathing out for a count of 4. And holding our breath for a count of 4. So really nice exercise, like I said, just to do throughout our day. We don't even need to do this sat down. We can do this at the cadence of our walk if we are moving throughout the day. It's a perfect one for any transition. It allows us to go into what I often find that optimal state. So just finding that nice position, getting ready. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's breathe. So in, 2, 3, 4, hold. And out. Hold your breath there. Good, keep that going. In, 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, out. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4. Good, keep going. 3, 4, hold. 2, 3, 4, out. 2, 3, 4, and hold. Keep your body soft and relaxed in these holds. Good. In. Hold it there. And out. And hold it there. Good, you've got this. Keep going. In. Good, keep that rhythm going. Keeping with your counts and keeping your diaphragm engaged so your lower torso is rising before any movement in your chest. Good, keep with it. Keep breathing. In. Hold. And out. Hold. Good job. Keep going. We're balancing out our body, our mind, our breath, helping support better mental health. So keep with it. Allowing yourself just to find that rhythm. Your mind might start to wander, and that's completely normal. Very normal. So just bring it back. If you notice your mind wandering, bring it back to your breathing, bring it back to the counts. Good. That's it, keeping with it. Breathing in, lower torso rises, pausing, keeping soft at the top. Exhaling, relaxing down, and then pausing, keeping your body soft, your mind still. Almost there. Okay, let's finish this last round. And exhaling. And just arriving back into your space, maybe wiggling your toes, your fingers, loosening your neck. Noticing how you feel, maybe noticing the difference from our first technique. Noticing that we feel slightly more energized, powered up a little bit, but we're still calm. That space of energized focus, full alignment, body and mind. Like I said, that's one of my go-to techniques throughout the day. When we're maybe walking or moving, or we can do it stationary and sat down. So I'm aware we have got some DJs coming on next. So we're going to end up with a power-up exercise, which will be another one from the Power Up catalogue, one of Tom Middleton's tracks. And it does exactly that. It allows us to move us. If we've been switching ourselves off by slowing down our breath, balancing our breath to keep ourselves balanced, well, if we start speeding our breath up, then we can shift into this powered up mode where we're a bit more energized, ready to rock. It's kind of like what you'd be doing on a dance floor anyway. Breathing a little bit faster, being fully involved in that moment. And we can amplify that just by using our breath in different ways. So our next exercise is going to be 2-part inhale to a 1-part exhale, which is a bit more full. So it's going to be, again, using our diaphragm. That should be a given. If you take away anything from this session, make sure you're breathing with your diaphragm. It's so important to keep that state of mind calm and relaxed and balanced. So using your diaphragm, then we're going to open up into the chest. So it's going to be 2 parts. Inhale, belly, inhale, chest, and then exhale, a bit more forceful, okay? And as we breathe out, we're just, as if we're blowing something off our upper lip. So we belly, chest, exhale. Belly, chest, exhale. Belly, chest, exhale. Good. Hopefully you've got that. So we're going to use this technique to power ourselves up now, get ourselves ready to rock for the next set that's coming on. And hopefully you've got a lot of tools now in your toolkit, understanding that you can use your breath, you can use your breathing to help support you. It's one of the best tools you have. It's accessible, it's with you everywhere. And you can start to regulate the way that you breathe, to regulate how you're feeling in any moment. Like I said, to shift the way you feel, think, act, operate, perform, perceive, all these amazing things that we can do with just simply understanding breathing and breathing tools and techniques, breathwork tools and techniques. So let's go into our final exercise. Like I said, it's going to be powering up, so we're going to pick up the pace a little bit with the music. And we're going to be belly, chest, exhale. Belly, chest, exhale. So I'll count you in again. We're going to do 12 reps and then we're going to pause, have a little rest, and we'll do 4 rounds. So it's a bit like a mini workout, a little breath workout. Okay, so it'll be belly, chest, exhale. Are we ready? Good. Belly, chest, exhale. Belly, chest, exhale. I'm going to watch the mic here. I'm blowing on the mic. It's so loud. Belly, chest, exhale. Good, and break. Little pause. Notice the difference now. Notice that you may be feeling a little bit more energy moving. You might feel a little bit lightheaded. If you are, you remember you can pause and bring it down at any stage. And again, let's go. Oh, not quite yet. Sorry. I'll count you in. Okay, let's go. Belly, chest, exhale. Good, and break again. Notice how your body feels. Notice the shift. Like I said, if you do need to take a break, please do. I'm going to go in for 2 more rounds. Are we ready? Belly, chest, exhale. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Keeping with it. Belly, chest, exhale. Opening up your breath, opening up the sections of your breath. Last little bit. Good, and break. Feel that energy starting to flow, that energy starting to move around your body. Okay, we're going to go in for our 4th round. Let's go. Belly, chest, exhale. Keeping with it. Almost there. Good, and exhale. Just relaxing, keeping your eyes closed, just relaxing into this space. Noticing how your body feels. And just being in this moment, just sitting here, let's just pause again at the end of that power up exercise. Just to be here, be aware how your body feels now, noticing the difference, the sensations between these exercises that we've run through today. And coming back to that awareness of your breath. Hopefully your breath being a little bit more open than when we started. Your diaphragm engaged. Breathing through your nose. And just taking this moment to connect and to feel into the sensations of your body. Noticing your heartbeat in your chest. Noticing the pulse that it sends throughout your body. Just being still. And once we're in this space, just asking yourself, when we come out of this practice, how do I want to feel? Now I've got these techniques that can shift the way you feel. Simply by changing the rhythm, the rate, the depth at which you breathe. So just allowing your body to relax, your mind to settle. And let's just finish off with a couple of deep breaths again. So let's do our 4-4-8 where we began. So breathing in for 4, holding, and exhaling for 8. Let's do one more. Breathing in, holding, and exhaling. Now you can wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers, loosen your neck. As you open your eyes and come back into your space, taking your headphones off or taking your power mask off. So welcome back, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that pause, that moment just to breathe and learn something about how you can use your breath throughout your day. How you can use your breath throughout your day to shift, whether you need to switch yourself on or switch yourself off. There's a number of different techniques you can practice. I know we've only practiced 3 plus a little bit of awareness technique today, which is the key to all of this stuff. But if you'd like to learn more about breath work and how it can help support you, these have been very simple techniques today, really simple, effective techniques, but simple ones. There's plenty more available if you do want to go and check out what they're doing on over on the app and the silent mode. And as well, if you do want to come and find out more about what I do as well, I deliver sessions online and helping support people in a number of ways through breathing in all shapes and forms. Much deeper practices too that help release tension from the body and release maybe potentially trauma from our body as well. So there's just so you guys know that you do have tools that you can use to help support you through any challenges that you face. That could be physical, mental, or emotional. And breathing and breath work is certainly the most potent tool that I've come across. So run through of our techniques we practiced. We did a breath awareness, then we did a 4, in for 4, hold for 4, out for 8 to calm yourself down. We then did a box breathing exercise to balance everything, equal in breaths and out breaths with some pauses. And then we finished off with a power up, which Alex Nigerman will surely help you keep in that powered up state, and the other amazing acts that you're going to listen to for the rest of the time here on Beatport when the music stops. So thank you for joining. I look forward to connecting with you guys again soon. Bye bye.